feeling? You all right? Thanks for this, Alex. Ideal. Sir, would you mind filming me, please? What you have to do is just sort of point it and stroke this bit here. Just point it at me.
Really?
Yes.
Which do you want it? Landscape, portrait?
That way. Normal.
This way works. This way works better.
Yeah,
really, for a
that's
film.
good for me. That's good for me. And then just sort of get it in focus by stroking the end.
Oh hello, you're not actually in it. Crap. Here we go.
Here we go. The other one. Further forward.
I've actually got to focus it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Christ.
Hello! Just a bit of administration. Hello, how you all doing? All well? Very well. Yes, good. My name is Richard Hanrahan, as my dad would say. Me too, what? Richard Hanrahan. Before I explain, my dad is Jabba the Hutt. There's a fat gag there. I am a fat man. Good. So, a bit of a joke for you to kick off things. My dog has no nose. How does he smell? With his magic dick. Come on! You have to get there, come on. It's about a dog with a magic dick. I don't even own a dog. Why was it dick be magic? Why would the magic make the dick smell? What a shit piece of magic. Darren Brown couldn't do that shit. He's mostly mind reader. Good. Dogs have magic dicks. Why the hell not? You're called Zane. You're called... Adam. Hello, Adam. Have you ever been in a relationship?
Yeah.
Are you in a relationship now? No. You don't know each other, do you? You're very much afraid. What's your name, Adam?
Laura.
Laura. Are you in a relationship with this man?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, that makes more sense actually now I think about it, because there's like a genuine sort of, there's a 3-inch gap here, but less than a 1-inch gap here, which suggests we're friends, you're friends. It's weird, isn't it, that 2-inch gap, you know. There's a difference between a small penis and a big penis, isn't it, if you think about it? Or a really small penis and a small penis. I know we can do this all day. We can do this all day. I mean, I'm sure we can do it all day. I don't know when we're supposed to finish. Good. So, but I'm gonna go. I've forgotten all your names anyway. I'm really sorry. I'm very bad with names, and I'm a bit excited because I'm on stage. You've been in a relationship, yes?
Yes.
What was it like meeting the dad? Did you meet the dad? I assume it was a woman. Was it a woman?
Oh, very much.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know how that changes the meeting the dad situation, because even if it was a man, you'd still get to meet the dad. You know, that doesn't change in the gay relationship. It's not like you just go, oh, we've only got mums or something like that. You know, that's a very weird thing to say. But it's very awkward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any funny stories about that you want to share?
No, not really.
No pressure. If there is one, great. If not, I've got material sorted. So it's a case of just let's go with it, see what happens. You know, if maybe you met a dad and he was like full of tears. I don't know why I said that. It would be funny though, wouldn't it, if a man was full of tears, or like a really hairy man, perhaps, with hair down to his shoulders being at his waist height. There, I'm not very good at miming. Good, nothing untoward, nothing bizarre like that happened to you. No, just a pretty typical.
Average chat. Really.
That's fine. I had a very similar situation. I often have a problem. I'm quite a large fellow. I'm not the most alpha male. I think you'd agree. I couldn't really sort of, you know, protect a young lady if need be. I would try, but just be shit at it. So I'm just hoping the attacker is smaller than me and or sort of just a poet, you know. So the only way I can sort of prove that I'm some sort of alpha male was by playing Scrabble. So I was playing Scrabble with my now ex-girlfriend's dad, and it was going quite well. We had a nice chat. And I was on the final go, and I was faced with a dilemma. I could either A, pass and risk being thought of as an idiot, or I could B, play my last 6 remaining tiles on a triple word score to win by 28 points. With the word rim job. Now Zane, you were impressed by the possibilities of 2 before the rim job situation happened. If you are ever in this situation, and you will be, heed my advice. That's my friend Alex Keeley over there. Twice confirmed now, he's very happy. If you are ever in that situation, don't play the word rim job, okay? I played the word rim job. The dad didn't, he looked down, he looked up, he didn't flinch, he just said, I think you'll find that's hyphenated. So there you are. A rimming joke based on the rules of Scrabble there. Not bad, for starts. Good. I've actually recently started a new relationship with another girl, and I must explain. I'm making a documentary for my PhD thesis about trying to change the world. Hence why you're filming me, sir. So I went home, and she'd never met my mum and dad before, and we were going home to watch some old home videos to put in the documentary. So me sort of growing up, just sort of interspersed with the thing. She'd never met my mum before. I don't know. Have you met his mother?
Yeah.
Is there a similar situation with the mum to daughter girl thing? Because I know dads and children. Fine, go for it. Don't worry, it's fine. You've been drinking a lot. Wow! Wow! It's like you're setting up like an organ, and you're just going to start. They're all different notes at different heights of volume. It's going to start going. That'll be good. That's a good headline act. Well done, Alex. That's good. He's sort of hidden behind a drunken facade, but really he's a very good musician. That's lovely. Only the fringe, eh? It feels like a premature Christmas in here, doesn't it? You know, but from a man who's had a lot of gifts over the years of just whiskey boxes and nothing else. He's a collector, not a drunk. So yes, but I often imagine my mum, I think, gets boob envy, where when a new younger model comes along, she's sort of worried. Oh no, you know, I don't know. Anyway, so I was sat there between my new girlfriend and my mum, and we were watching me go down a slide, and it cut to another video, like a slide as in like in a park. You look genuinely confused, as if like, what is a slide? What does he mean by that? I just literally just a slide. And then it sort of cut to the next video, which is my 6th birthday party. I don't know if you were ever a child. Were any of you children? Some of you. Shaking your head there. Darren asked, how long was it since you were a child? It's very, no, man behind you.
I was bald and fat from birth.
Bald and fat from birth. To be fair, most children are bald and fat, so that's sort of it is true. Yeah, so I don't know if you were a child then. As a child, I like to not wear trousers occasionally. Now it turns out on my 6th birthday, my mum decided to film me not wearing trousers and indeed pants. So I was sat between my mother and my new girlfriend, all three of us looking at my 6-year-old penis, staring back at me. I don't know what the punchline is yet, but all I know is I've got footage of a child's penis on my hard drive, and I'm not sure about the legal ramifications of having my own child pornography. I don't know what's going on there. If that's, and I'm admitting it to camera now. I've got child pornography, but it's mine. Although, saying that on its own is not justification enough. Ownership of said child pornography. The problem with child pornography isn't that it's other people's pornography, it's that it's other people's children. No, that's not quite right. I don't know what I'm saying. Good. That happened 2 minutes. Right, shit. Good. So I want to change the world. Yes. Have you ever seen The X Factor? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, it was awful, wasn't it? With bloody Susan Boyle, and she seems like it was really weird because in The X Factor, this is going to be a lot quicker than usual. In The X Factor, you have to sort of impress the judges, and she's an ugly woman. How dare an ugly woman sing? You know what I mean? But then she sung the song she sang, I don't know if you've heard it, was I Dreamed a Dream. It's from Les Miserables, which is a French documentary, which means the Sads, essentially. And it was based in the 1950s. Yeah, and she sings, this woman in it, she sings a song, sings this very same song, but she is a prostitute who's had to sell her teeth and her hair to let her child live, and prostitutes herself nightly to get her children to sleep at night. And she sings I Dream a Dream from basically her own deathbed. And then Susan Boyle sung I Dream a Dream in front of a large assembled crowd of about 4,000 people, asking for a record contract. It's not quite the same sort of thing. That's the sort of what I'm saying there. But I want to change the world any way I can. So do you mind sort of standing up and joining me on stage? What's your name, sorry?
Really? Weasel.
Weasel! Wow!
Yeah.
Awesome! Has anybody asked that earlier? Weasel, come on stage, right across Weasel. So, sorry, it's going to be very quick. I am a fat man and I want to be thinner. And the only way I know how to be thinner is to do exercise. Because I do a lot of gigs, and rather than go to gigs and drink and be fatter, I want to do exercise. So I don't know if you would help me. Would you give me some words of wisdom and advice as I do it to keep me going? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Now, I don't respond well to nice things. I am much like a man who requires a room full of people and strangers to shout abuse at me. To get me out of my lazy slumber. So you okay to just shout the most wild and abusive heck as you can? Yeah. Okay, good.
And I'm being nice?
Yes, please, if you could.
Okay.
And still filming as well, no idea. Okay, so just hit me with your best shot.
Yeah, go for it.
Come on, you can
Go for it. Go for it. Do it. You're awesome. You're awesome. Yes. Yes. Work it. Work it. Work it. What? You're not fat, you're brilliant! I'm still going.
He said you're fat.
I dreamed a dream of time gone by, when everything was still forgiven. I used to dream that I could fly, and that I could be shaken. Oh, this hell in which I'm living. I used to think that I could dream, and you and I would be together. Oh, this pain in which I'm... You've been very lovely. How about change the world? Yeah! Yes! Good! Stand to the camera, point to the camera and scream, I've changed the world. Yeah! You've changed the world. And really quickly on something my dad said on his deathbed. That was just a bit presumptuous. It's not really. It was more of a couch. He's more hungover. But he'd been very lovely. But no, he said this: is, give a man a dog, and he'll be happy for a day. But teach a man to dog.
Thanks very much, Weasel. Thank you very much.
Richard Enran.
Well changed. Boom.
Yeah, it's great. It's a lovely beer, by the way. Very good. What do you think? What do you think happened just then?
Sorry?
What do you think happened just then?
With me?
Yeah, you and I. Explain what you think. What my act was, or something like that. What happened in that last bit?
I don't know, audience participation?
Yeah. So it's not like a test. It's more like what you know. How did you
When
think?
you started exercising on the floor? Ask for people to shout at you?
So do you want to be in the documentary as well? Yeah. Is that right? Cool. So yeah, what just happened?
I think at the white... Oh, that was the Les Miserables actor. Yeah.
So it's not a test or anything like that. It's literally like.
What do you want?
Explain what happened the last bit. What did you just see? What did you just see?
You put on some cream on your face, then put on a red nose.
Started to introduce the idea of Les Miserables.
Then began to exercise
And ask for hecklers to shout violently at you. Everyone did
I called you a
so.
cunt.
You called me a cunt.
I stayed quiet for most of it, and I thought it was going to continue for another at least 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I shouted by far.
It got very quiet, and then you said you're fat.
You're fat, and then everyone stopped.
And you just stared at it.
I still feel uncomfortable. This continued.
Yeah.
Slightly uncomfortable.
What if I told you that happens every single day?
Really?
Yeah. That whole experience, I've manufactured.
So like you wait
for an isolated call.
For the me's to kind of shout.
I wait for one person to say
Is
something in
there
isolation.
always one person that doesn't say anything throughout?
Always. And it hits a natural lull. The guy walks in, unfortunately, sort of changed it up a bit. But usually, and it generally just, if you catch it just at the right moment, the room turns and they suddenly start thinking about it, and they sort of see a broken man being abused on stage for some sort of entertainment. It's fascinating.
It's more like a psychological thing rather than anything else.
Like group psychology.
I don't know what it is.
What? So you waited for me to shout, or for someone?
Me.
One person who hadn't said anything just shouts out.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be like some sort of Darren Brown, like, oh wow, that's mental.
Yeah.
But it's like a case of like that. I've just made that experience happen. How do you feel to that as an idea? What did you?
That's really good. I mean, when you told me about that, I feel kind of
better.
I feel guilty. I feel vulnerable.
Sure. As in, like, yeah, you kind of.
I feel like, yeah.
I feel like a prick was like buying into it. The whole thing, like, isn't like. I mean,
Do you think it's manufactured and fake?
What?
Because I can make something like that happen. Does it feel like it's a manufactured or?
Yeah, in one sense it's like halfway. Comedians get the idea that they're stumbling through the thing. Then maybe they're not. Maybe they're
obviously a lot more.
Maybe the whole idea is that they're supposed to pretend to be stumbling and then they actually have complete control over it.
I think it actually adds more to the thing, knowing that you sort of manufactured that and you're expecting that result every time.
I'm going to think more when I.
It doesn't take away from them anymore.
No. Yeah.
It actually adds.
I thought you were funniest.
Thank you very much. Do you mind being on a documentary? I've got to ask for permissions and things.
Yeah, fine.
Is that okay? Sorry. Yeah. So, what did you think just happened?
It was surreal. It was surreal.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Especially when you put all the white stuff on your face. That was odd.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah.
It works. It works a treat.
Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it very much.
Would you have left this room talking about that to someone else?
Genuinely, yeah.
Does that feel
Especially the bit where he screamed you're fat. That was
Someone.
yeah. Or even just amongst yourselves. Would you have left it gone? What was that about?
What's your name?
Richard Hanrahan or Hitch. He's my friend.
Hanrahan.
He's familiar. Hanrahan. That's not me. I've not got a show. Hanrahan. Yeah.
Hanrahan.
It is supposed to be, yeah, but it's not.
Hanrahan.
It is.
Have you got a company website or?
Twitter is at the Hitch.
At the Hitch.
At the Hitch. Follow me, yeah. And but I've been posting up. I'll post that up tonight as well. Hopefully.
Amazing.
I've been doing that every night. Like that was my third time I'm doing it. Fourth time I'm doing it.
So what's the aim? Like, what are you doing?
I'm trying to change the world and change, like genuinely, but like in a way of like, it's impossible to change the world because it's huge. I want to try and change things that I can actually change, like people that I can talk to now.
Yeah.
And I try and sort of actually go beyond simply like saying, oh, David Cameron's bad, blah blah blah, and make you have a genuine sort of visceral reaction to what's going on, and sort of realise the sort of the temporary nature of that situation. Like, it's polite up to a point, but if you get invited, like, you'd think if someone asked you to call you, insult you wouldn't really do that. But then
I feel bad.
Don't feel bad. The point is not to make you feel bad. It's to just to offer just a transformed space that you won't experience again, and to leave it ambiguous. I shouldn't really be telling you what this is. That's sort of cheating. I just kind of want to try out what an interview afterwards would be like.
Don't make people think go. Like make people go, what the fuck?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Even if they don't understand it. To simply go, what the fuck?
No, it would.
And then to try and think about it.
We would have left and we would have been like, what the fuck was that about?
Yeah.
Probably would have talked about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think your desire. So it's achieved.
But I mean, this is more interesting. Do you generally feel manipulated and/or
Yeah, I feel not manipulated.
guilty or bad?
Because I mean, we're not like that. We're not.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Then you said you kind of gave permission to be rude and be idiots for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
We transformed.
And then I took them away.
I shouted, probably the loudest I've shouted all day.
Yeah.
I abused you.
Yeah.
And I feel bad.
But every comedian audience relationship is a case of like, I'm here to entertain you.
Yeah, and anyway, like you said.
Yeah. But isn't that weird that he called me a cunt easily, and then as soon as he said fat, and I said I was fat anyway.
Yeah.
But it's simply
As soon as you said fat, like the whole vibe just changed.
Mad. I felt so awkward, man.
That was sick.
Like, I felt, and then you looked at me and I was like, oh shit, have I offended you?
Yeah. A man dressed. To be honest, I should have been. There's usually more to it, and I'm wearing a clown nose already, so it's supposed to feel like I'm a clown. And you sort of get it a bit.
In what ways do you I feel like you could have done a bit more to make it a bit more like, oh fuck.
To be stranger.
Yeah, a bit stranger. Like, that was strange, and it caught us.
Yeah.
I suppose only like 7 people in the audience isn't much.
Yeah, maybe if you.
It's strange enough in a room like that anyway, but I get what you mean.
Maybe you can't develop it a tiny bit more, or as Dom said, like a bigger audience would be cool.
I think but it requires a certain intimacy to do it though.
Is that coming off?
Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah, it does need the intimacy. You're right. But that's why I like doing it. Is because it's if I did that on TV.
No.
But because you 3 of you are talking to me now, I've had a chance to do an art that's made you think and do something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I think if it was slightly more just like, wow, what the fuck just happened, and then like, maybe if you made like the little cunt thing that's like longer, where everyone's shouting, but everyone's still sick. We were still left saying, like, what the fuck happened?
I still feel like a plaything.
What do you mean a plaything?
I feel like
you've been played with.
A puppet in someone else's show.
A participant, yeah. In a sense, I know you say it's not like Darren Brown, but it's like interesting to think how we all sort of fit into that mould, and if you've seen it like repeatedly every night, then that's quite interesting to think about.
What? Yes, we are. We've got to go soon.
Are we doing this now?
Yeah.
Adam, stick around for this.
Cool. No, fine. Cool, guys. Thanks very much. Well,
Thank you very much.
I turn it off.